Hey guys, Mike from Mortgage Nerds here in Appleton, Wisconsin, and I am with
Bailey.
Bailey, our processor extraordinaire, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Bailey's one of our processors here at Mortgage Nerds, and I thought it'd be good insight to bring her in and kind of give you guys some information on what is processing and what can help you guys get your loan to closing faster, better, all that kind of stuff. Cool?
Absolutely.
So, processor, what do they do? So after a loan officer structures the deal, gets everything all set to go, typically a loan is handed off gently to a processor, and they actually take you to closing, collect all the documents, make sure appraisal, title, all the documents that are needed to get a deal closed, come in, get to the lender, get signed off on, and that the customer has a great experience. Was that pretty good?
Yep.
Summed it up?
Yep.
So in my opinion, processor is one of the most important people in the transaction because it's right in the middle, the heart of it, and it's the experience that you, the customer, have. You deal with the processor quite a bit, and you build a relationship, and they, get them to closing. So, in your opinion, Bailey, what are some things that are extremely important in processing, or that people could do to help themselves have a better experience or get their loan closed quicker, faster, all that good stuff?
Absolutely. I would say one of the big things is to feel comfortable coming to us with any questions or concerns, just as you would with your loan officer. We know that you build that relationship with your loan officer right away, but we're here to answer any questions for you and to help you in any way.
Yes.
I would say just feel comfortable coming to us.
That's key. So I know a lot of times you build that trust with your loan officer. You're like, I like working with Mike or Brian or whoever, and you're like, I'm just going to ask them the question. And there's nothing, and I get it, right? There's nothing inherently wrong with that. However, our job is to make sure that you guys get to closing as fast as possible. So we entrust Bailey to do that, and reaching out to her directly, getting a question answered will expedite things, right?
And we're always in contact with your loan officer as well. So it's
Right.
Everyone is on the same page.
Right. We communicate every day on all that. Cool.
Yep.
So that's good advice. What else you got? Anything else?
I would say a really big part is just getting documents to us as soon as you can. So once you're able to get it over, the faster we get documents, the faster we can get those items cleared through underwriting.
Do we ever ask for documents that we don't need?
We will never ask for documents that we don't need.
Yeah.
So we don't want to be asking for a million documents to begin with. So if it's not needed, we're not asking for it.
Yeah, and it's honestly underwriting, ever since becoming a broker, underwriting's been phenomenal. Our STIPs, our underwriting process has been really streamlined, and I don't feel like lenders ask for anything that's unnecessary.
No.
Just sometimes, borrowers are like, why do you need that? Or why do you need a blank page of, page 6 of my bank statement, and that kind of stuff. So getting the correct documentation to us with no pushback, but also every day matters, right? That's a motto or a theme that we have here to move the process along. Every day matters. So she mentioned getting us the documentation as soon as possible. So let's break that down, why that's important. So let's say that we wanted to get a document from you. Let's say it's a divorce decree, right? And we have all the other information. However, you're waiting on that, and you decide not to get that for 3 or 4 days. Do you want to talk about how that can delay things, or do you want me to?
Yeah, absolutely. So, when we're getting documentation from you, it's important that we get it on time because we have to send that into the underwriter to review. So if we're waiting multiple days to get that, once we're able to get it into underwriting, you're waiting another couple days for them to review, depending lender-wise how, and kind of where we're at, how long it'll take. So that pushes it back, another couple days
Right.
from the
So
already couple days.
we have great service. I think our process is phenomenal, but we don't have underwriters sitting there waiting for your divorce decree going, as soon as they get it, boom, sign off on, right? There's a process. You send it to us. We look at it, make sure it's everything that we need. We upload it into the lender's site. Then we put it in a queue for them to look at. Some investors, 4 hours, they do a look at it, or, it can take a couple days depending on how busy they are. But you have to plan for that. So if you say, oh, I got it to you, but we're closing tomorrow, it's not realistic. That's not how it works, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So one other thing too, when it comes to everyday matters, here's another thing as far as if you're a seller out there, or if you're buying a home, or actually if you're refinancing and scheduling an appraisal, here's how that one day can actually delay the process quite a bit. So let's say the appraiser calls you to schedule to get in there on Friday, but you can't for whatever reason, and you want to schedule it Wednesday for the next week. Well, because they didn't get in there on Friday, most appraisers schedule their field work, let's call it, on certain days. So they don't go every single day in field work, they do it in chunks. So now they can't go on that Friday because you couldn't do it. So then it comes to a Wednesday, and maybe they only go on Fridays. They could actually delay it 5 to 7 days before they even get there. Then they have to do the report, right? And that could take 3 days. And once that report's done, then it needs to go to the AMC, and they need to do their due diligence. Once they do their due diligence, then it goes to us, and then we have to send it to the lender. Once it goes to the lender, then they have their time frame.
There's
right?
so many moving parts. So one little disruption can just.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh yeah.
That's why we're all over. Like sometimes it's like get your appraisal ordered, all that kind of stuff, and don't delay. You don't have to do all the dishes in your sink before you order, get your appraiser in there, that kind of stuff. But yes, every day matters. Get everything in as quick as possible so we can analyze it, get it to the lender, and get you a clear to close way ahead of time. And so you have a fantastic transaction, stress-free, right? That's the whole goal.
Yep.
Make sure that you guys have a great transaction. It's as stress-free as possible. Mortgages aren't fun, but we try to make it as easy as possible, right?
Absolutely.
Any other advice?
I don't think so.
Cool. And remember, guys, mortgages are complex. Let mortgage nerds
Give you the answers you need.
absolutely. See you guys.